Este país é nosso.
Fim do regime que humilhou, que assassinou, que pisou, que roubou ao povo moçambicano. Vamos mostrar que o povo é muito mais forte do que os blindados deles, do que o gás lacrimogéneo deles, do que as prisões deles, do que a tirania deles.
Venâncio Mondlane was born in the vast lands of Niassa in northern Mozambique. A resilient man driven by unshakable idealism. Trained as a forestry engineer, he began his career in banking, but his conviction to transform his nation drew him to politics. A leader who never bowed down to oppression.
O meu percurso, desde a minha tenra idade, houve em mim sempre uma tendência natural, digamos assim, de me preocupar muito com, digamos assim, o bem-estar do outro, o bem-estar alheio.
In 2013, the people chose Mondlane to lead the municipality of Maputo, representing the MDM. But even as the victor, he was blocked from taking office. It was the first sign that those in power would not tolerate his voice.
Dito que aquilo seja bala de borracha. Não, a polícia está com um comportamento assassino.
In 2018, he tried again, but this time with Renamo. But once more, the system barred his path. In 2023, he entered the municipal elections and won once more. Instead of celebrating, however, he faced injustice, as marches and protests were met with tear gas and live bullets.
Venâncio Mondlane já não é membro do partido Renamo.
Now, in 2024, Venâncio Mondlane has entered the presidential race under the banner of the Podemos party. His journey has exposed layers of manipulation and irregularities. From the very beginning, reports surfaced of abuses of power. Public resources have been diverted to support Frelimo's candidate, who flagrantly flaunts state's privileges, flying presidential planes and parading government vehicles. Despite having few resources, Mondlane's campaign resonates across the country. Yet, the system's resistance reaches deadly heights. In Zavala, he survives an assassination attempt. In Manica, police try to intimidate his campaign entourage.
A polícia está a disparar. A polícia está a disparar por quê? Sou comandante. Vamos passar no carro. Dispara para mim. Vamos de frente. Vamos passar aqui. Vamos passar. Vamos de frente. Isto é campanha. Vamos embora.
And on October 9th, Election Day, signs of fraud emerge. Tempered ballot boxes, invented votes. 15 days later, the CNE announces falsified results, defying the people's will.
Mondlane says his Facebook account's been attacked by hackers. Mobile internet was switched off for a day during protests last week. Mondlane says his Facebook account's been attacked by hackers.
The people respond with outrage. Protesters demand truth in the streets, but they are met with brutal repression. In one of the most tragic episodes, Mondlane's lawyer and a Podemos representative are assassinated. In response, Mondlane calls for a national strike on October 21st. Citizens of all ages join together, peacefully demanding justice. But the repression does not cease. Even the presidential candidate himself becomes a target for tear gas.
TV news cameraman. He was filming last week of protests against Mozambique's disputed election results and the killing of two.
Mondlane flees to South Africa, where he survives yet another assassination attempt. Even in exile, he calls for 2 days of national paralysis. Mozambique responds. Maputo sees its people in the streets, facing police forces, and according to witnesses, even Rwandan soldiers were seen firing on civilians. Amid this crisis, Asian origin businessmen become targets of kidnapping. The Mozambican mafia operates without restraint, and when the victims and their families protest, they are met with bullets instead of justice. The outcome is devastating. 34 dead, hundreds detained, thousands wounded. Mozambique witnesses the dark face of dictatorship. The cry for justice crosses borders. In Portugal, Germany, France, Brussels, and the United States, the Mozambican diaspora raises its voice, calling on the world for justice and support. Podemos appeals to the Constitutional Council, contesting the fraudulent elections and the silence in the face of so much evidence. The United Nations and the International Criminal Courts have already received requests for intervention. The United Nations and the International Criminal Court have already received requests for intervention.
Não foram credíveis, não foram justos, transparentes. E vejam o que está anunciado na televisão. Está anunciado fantochadas aquilo. Aquilo não é dados que nós sabemos. O engenheiro Venâncio Mondlane ganhou todo o Moçambique.
To the international community, Mozambique, a nation rich in resources, could thrive, but a corrupt elite denies its people what is rightfully theirs. Let electoral legality be restored, let human rights be protected, and let the people's will prevail. Mozambique is a guardian of resources that serve the world. Let international solidarity unite in this fight for justice and freedom.
Temos que ter consciência de que o momento de manifestar a soberania do povo, de escolhermos quem é que leva o país adiante, quem governa, quem lidera, devemos escolher exatamente as pessoas que carregam o sentimento do povo. Não que carregam o povo apenas no sentido numérico do voto, mas aqueles que carregam o que o povo sente, o que o povo pensa, o que o povo aspira. Então, eu espero que a gente faça essa luta juntos e que os nossos corações estejam juntos para lutar por essa nação. Mais uma vez, este país é nosso. Salve o Senhor.
Let Mozambique find its way back to peace and prosperity.